Alright everybody, welcome. I know we haven't played this in a long time. I have not even touched this game since then. So it's been an even longer time since I played. And less time since you've seen it. But I would just like to say that apparently Yu-Gi-Oh! It does actually pretty good on the channel. It does decent. Probably one of the best, I don't know what I'm saying, but you know, best or whatever. Probably one of the best series on keeping the viewer count up, I'd say. So today, before we get into that, so Yu-Gi-Oh! Will be I'd like to say have a permanent spot on the channel, whether it's watching people on the Dueling Network and commentating, playing on the network, 5D's tournament from the PS3, GameBoy Advance emulators like this for some of the old GX. If a PSP emulator works and the ROM actually works, then I'll go ahead and do some of the Tag Force. But for now, I have tried Tag Force on the JPPSSPP, and it goes okay to start off with. Starts up, works great, duels fine. But if you've played it, you know you start in the dorm rooms. So you leave that, you pick up your cards, but as soon as you go, it all works. But as soon as you go to leave to another area, like another part of the school, that's it. It goes to the black screen like it's going to load, and that's it. It freezes up there. So until a better one comes out, unfortunately there won't be any of the PSP Yu-Gi-Oh games. But for now, we're going to take a look at some of the deck profiles. The two that you've been seeing here. Where are we going? Deck mode. The Cyber Dragon deck. And my Dinosaur deck. Let's see. Let's start out with the Dinosaur deck. Now, I would like to say that before we do start, if you're actually just playing the way you're supposed to, where you just buy your packs and all that, perfectly fine. In my opinion, the Wind one is the best in the preset, the 3 preset decks. I don't count the Static as a preset deck because you can't change that, I don't believe. But alright, our dinosaurs, we have a total of 46 cards. That looks like a 6 to me. We got 11 spells, 10 traps, 13 normal, 10 effect, and 2 fusions. Oh, we'll start with our spells. We got the Axe Despair. Okay, 1 second, let's try to filter this. Sort, that's what, yes. We'll go by the name so we get all these in alphabetical order and make it easier. You want to build this deck on there, give it a try. Here we go, dinosaurs, spells. Axe of Despair, one of those. We got 1 Black Pendant, 1 Malevolent Nuzzler, 2 Polymerizations, a Premature Burial, Soul Absorption, Soul of the Pure, Soul Release. The reason Soul Release is in here is for Tyranno Infinity. That lets you get rid of 5 cards. What's that right there? If they're all dinos, like all these monsters are, he gets 1,000 for each one. That's 5,000 there. And if you need to, there's another magic card in here. I believe it's a magic, not a trap. Ultra Evolution Pill, but it allows you to remove down as many as you want, I think, and you gain life points. So you gain life points, and your Tyranno Infinity would gain 1,000 attack points for each one. We got Wasteland, boost them up even more, and that's it for our magics or spells. When I was playing, these used to be magic, not spells. Do I really have to sort these every time? Alright, we got A Rival Appears, one of those, 1 Ultra for Tribute, a Call of the Haunted, Cemetery Bomb, Coffin Cellar, Draining Shield, 1 Magic Cylinder, Mirror Force, Ring of Destruction, Sakuretsu Armor, And that's all we have for our magic and traps. Our normal monsters. We got 2-headed King Rex. We're running 3 of those. 3 crawling dragon number 2s. 3 Trecodons. 2 flame vipers. I believe I only have them in here for a fusion, because I need a pyro for one of them, I believe. Cabasalis, one of those. 1 Gagagigo. Very strange name. And that's it for our normal monsters. Wow. Our effect monsters, we got Black Tyranno, Dark Triceratops, 2 of those. 3 Geosauruses, 3 Mad Sword Beast, 1 Tyranno Infinity. It's only a 4-star, so we don't need any sacrifices. And so if you were to use a soul release, that's boom, right there, an instant 5 grand. If you get rid of 5 not dragons, but dinosaurs. If you take a look there, see the original attack of this card becomes the number of your dinosaur type monsters that are removed from play times 1,000. Soul release will give you an instant 5,000 attack, and it's only a 4-star. And for our fusions, we got Practical and Brachioritis. Really, pretty much the only 2 there is for the dinosaur fusions, which is kind of sad. Yeah, see right there, we got the Trecodon and the Flame Viper for that. So that's why the Flame Viper's in here. We got 2 of them. And we only and Brachioritis. What do we need for that one? Crawling Dragon number 2 and 2-headed King Rex. So you got a few of these, so you got a chance to get your fusion in. And now we'll just move on to, what am I doing here? Deck mode. There we go. The Cyber Dragon deck. My personal favorite on here. I probably have fun with the dinosaurs, but probably more destructive with the Cyber Dragon. Is probably a little bit more of a threat. And it looks like it's a 58 card total. However, 8 of them are in the fusions. So keep that in mind. In your deck itself, it's only a 50 card, but it seems to work for me. I know normally or professionally 40 is the ideal size, and just try to stay as low as you can to 40. But you know, hey, sometimes it works for people. So we're gonna start out with same as we did before. Start with our spells. We got 15 of those. 1 Dragon's Mirror, a Fusion Gate, Fusion Recovery, 3 Limiter Removals, Monster Reincarnation, Mystical Space Typhoon, you gotta have that MST, 3 Power Bonds, 3 Refusions, Swords of Revealing Light. If you haven't noticed by watching any of these, by all means, then, well, the whole point of this deck is mainly getting my Cyber Dragons out, whether it's a Cyber End or a Cyber Twin or whatever. I don't know where I'm going with that. Well, that's the main point. Get them out and keep them alive. So you got them out. You got Power Bond. You can double that. You got Limiter Removal. You can double that. What else we got? We got the polymerization we have. No, we don't. But we do have the Fusion Gate. So we got Fusion Gate and Power Bond. And if we also got that Fusion Recovery and Refusion that'll help us with getting them out and keeping them on the field. So here we go. Our trap cards, we got 9 of these in here. Dealer the Phantom, 2 Enchanted Javelins, a Fairy Box, 1 Magic Cylinder, 1 Mirror Force, 1 Ring of Destruction, 2 Sakuretsu Armors. And we go up, we got 10 normal monsters, 2 Giga Tech Wolves, 3 Mechanical Chasers, 1 Steel Ogre Grotto, number 1, 3 Cyber Falcons, 1 Luster Dragon, and that's it for our normal monsters. And we move on to our effect. And we have 16 of these. And go ahead and sort that into alphabetical order. We have one barrel dragon, one blowback dragon. Of course, it's a cyber dragon deck. You gotta have your 3 cyber dragons, 1 cyber jar, 3 cybernetic cyclopeans, 1 cybersteen, 1 donzalug, 1 gyroid. Good thing about him is you have to attack him twice in the same battle phase to destroy him, so that can help you if you need the cards. That could help you with buying you a little bit time, maybe even keep you in the game by protecting you from that just 1 extra attack. We got the Machine King, one of those, 1 Reflect Bounder, 1 Steamroid, 1 UFO Roid. And we're going to move on into our fusions. We have 1 Metal Dragon, 1 Gatling Dragon. You know, we're going to go back and see what it takes to make all these. This Steel Ogre Grotto number 1. And 1 Lesser Dragon. Gatling Dragon. It requires the Barrel Dragon and Blowback Dragon together. So even if you can't get the Cyber Dragons out, you do have some decently strong fusions that you can go with anyway. Steam Gyroid. If he manages to stay around, then as you can expect, the Gyroid and the Steamroid together. UFO Roid Fighter. One of those. UFO Roid and any warrior type monster. Doesn't matter what it is. The original attack and defense of this card becomes equal to the combined original attack of the 2 fusion materials. So the stronger your card, the stronger this is going to be. So that's good considering some cards you use, maybe what, 2 1500 monsters or 2000 attack monsters or something like that, and you end up with something lower like 15 attack and or 13 attack. And then they either just have a pretty good effect, sorry, or they're meant to just sit there and be a shield with a ridiculously high defense. Now, as we said before, you can't have a Cyber Dragon deck without the Cyber Dragon as well. And you got it, Cyber Dragons, you gotta have the fusions. 2 Cyber Twin Dragons. And 2 Cyber End Dragons. Now, the Cyber End Dragon requires 3 Cyber Dragons, but it can only be conducted with the above fusions, yada yada yada, during battle between this card and a defense position monster whose defense is lower than the attack of this card inflicts the difference as battle damage to your life points. Your opponent's life points, sorry. Which means they're not safe in attack mode or defense, and that's got a cool $4 grand for an attack. Not to mention you can use that limiter removal if you're going to go all out and just completely wreck whatever he's got there. Or if you're really confident, you can go Power Bond. Or if you're confident they can't stop your magic, then yeah, by all means go Power Bond comboed with the limiter removal, and just like that, bam, you got 16,000 just using those 2. Not to mention whether or not you have any more of the 3 limiter removals in your hand. But he can only attack once. So that's a little bit of a flaw. If they got multiple monsters, you got the Cyber Twin. Now he does have a lower defense. Lower defense and a lower attack, but he does require only 2 Cyber Dragons. And he can attack twice during the same battle phase. So if you got a Power Bond and limiter removal, just one of each of those, you go 28 to 56, 56 and another 28, that's what? I'm just having a complete mind blank there. Sorry. Was it like 74 or 84? 7400, 8400, something like that. Yeah, like 8400. And he can attack twice in that same turn. By at that point, if he's got anything in attack mode, he's pretty well fucked. If you get him in a direct attack, he is screwed. That's game over. But of course, you gotta remember the side effects of that power bond. Use that power bond on there Sure, it's gonna double his attack up to 56, or his up to 8 grand. But you're gonna, if you don't end it on that turn, you're taking that 4 grand in damage. You're taking that 2,800 in damage. So that's a little bit of a game risk. So you got to be sure that you can do it, that you can make that attack. It's worth putting everything on the line in that one move there. And we'll just go back to our record since we haven't played in so long. Just get a little recap. Win 13, loss 0, draw 0. Written exam 3.5%, complete 100%. Average duelist. We're in November. We've had 1 test. So to recap everything there, we got he's got the 2 profiles of the 2 decks I've been using in this. I'm probably gonna make another one eventually. I'm not sure what kind. Maybe Spellcaster. Not sure if there's a specific themed one that you want to go with, like I don't know, Beast Warriors, Wing Beasts, you know, something along there like that. Warriors, maybe. Then go ahead, leave a comment below if you're going with just the original 3 preset decks and the static. Personally, I'd say the wind one is the better one out of them all. Just my personal opinion. I know you can use that all the way up until the next ban list comes out. And then, of course, everyone changes their decks up a bit, and then you're going to probably start dropping a little bit there. And by that time, it's probably a good time to start modifying your deck or just build a whole new deck. And at that point, if you're doing that, just using the one deck the whole time, then you're going to have quite a bit of duel points saved up. So you can go and just completely wreck house, buy a ton of booster packs. So you'll be able to get quite a bit there. And if you've ranked up, got up in your rank and your dorm and all that, then you're going to have access to more boosters. So you can get more. That doesn't even make sense. I was going to say you can get more better, but you can get better cards because you unlock better booster packs that you can get in the store. So I think that's going to wrap it up today. You got my opinion on the best deck to start with. As well, we get a recap of the record. Wow, it's really I didn't think I did that many. Damn, 13 wins, alright. I'm just thinking about that. And then we got the 2 deck profiles that you've been seeing here, my Cyber Dragon deck and my Dinosaur deck. Next time when we come back to Yu-Gi-Oh GX, we'll be back in there and we'll be dueling, getting some matches done. So until next time, I'll see you then. If you want to see more of this, go check out some of the past videos. See what you think of these decks in action. If you just found this video, you're interested in these decks, you see what they're made of, go check out some of the videos. You see what you can see a little bit of how to use the deck, a little bit of strategy behind there. So if you like what you see here, you like decks, you want to see some new decks being made, leave a comment below, leave a like, and subscribe to see more.